Hey guys, this is Kevin from JazTime.com, and today I have for you a comparison video of the Rolex Explorer I, reference number 214270, and also the Rolex Explorer II, reference number 216570. I'll be letting you know we'll be comparing the case, the bezel, the dial, the bracelet, the clasp, movement, and also we'll talk about a bit of special features about these watches. With the Explorer I, the case size is 39 millimeters, and that's the location from my thumb to my index finger here. It's 39 millimeters. And the Explorer II is 42 millimeters in diameter. Now you're thinking, why does this 3 millimeter difference look so much larger? Well, that's because the Explorer II has what we called a super case. And what that means for the super case is the lugs of the case located down here, as you can see, these are much larger than the Explorer I, which is the basic case. You can see the lugs are much thicker, much bigger. Even the crown protector lugs here are much thicker and larger. The Explorer I doesn't even have any crown protector lugs, as you can see. But overall, just because this is bigger doesn't necessarily mean it's good, because as you can see, the Explorer I has a nice sleek design, while this one looks a little bit more clunkier, much larger. But nowadays people are starting to enjoy much larger watches. Okay, so let's move on to the dial. The Explorer I has a luminous index markers with Arabic 3, 6, and 9 markers. On the Explorer II, we have what we call Rolex calls the maxi dial, and what that means is we have the usual circle index markers along with regular index markers, but the size of these are much larger. As you can see, the index marker at the 9 and the 6 o'clock position, compared to the Explorer I's just regular index markers, they're much larger, much thicker, much easier to read. The minute hand right here, look, compared to that Explorer I's minute hand, look at that. The readability on the Explorer II is much better. Yeah, it's much better, and it's much larger. As you can tell, you can see the difference is almost double that. It's probably double the size of that. But besides that, they're all luminous, so all of them will glow in the dark for up to 8 hours when charged. And actually, let me go ahead and show you how that looks when they're charged. So you can see they both sort of glow blue, which is pretty cool. It's very cool. Imagine seeing that at night when you're walking around. All right, so let me go ahead and get these back on. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the bracelets. Let me put this. So the bracelets, they both have very similar bracelets. They're about, I want to say, almost 100% the same. There's only a slight difference in between those. As you can see, this is the Explorer I's bracelet. Nice satin finish, no high polish. High polish is this kind of polish around the bezel you see there. Has a nice shine, nice reflective ability right there. Some Rolex bracelets do have that in the center of the links going along right here. But this one just has a nice satin finish, very simple. There's a clasp on the other side, nice satin finish as well. Same thing with the Explorer II, nice satin finish, clasp, and another nice satin finish. Very elegant, very simple. So the only main difference about the clasp, as you can see here, these clasps are the same in size. I mean, it's literally the same thing. The only tiny difference is that, let's say when you open the clasp, and Okay, so the difference right here is that the Explorer I has this high polish on the inner side of the clasp, and Explorer II has a sort of like a satin finish instead of theirs. They both have the Rolex engraving. They just have a different type of clasp polish inside. Besides that, They both have the same Easy Link feature, which is the ability to adjust a bracelet 5mm forward or 5mm back. They both have that. That was the Explorer II, and here's the Explorer I with the same thing, as you can see there. That allows you to adjust for like hot days and such. If you know, your wrist swells and expands a little bit, you can adjust it to give your wrist some breathing space. Okay. And one thing I want to go over before we move on is that these bracelets are both safety Oyster, safety Oyster class. What that means is that they both have this safety lock on top right here. As you can see, it's just pull once. So that's the safety lock. The Oyster is this. See, Oyster. So that clasps down once, locks. Same with the Explorer 2. Pops open, closes, locks. Very simple, very easy, and it definitely will not fall off your wrist if you were to do that. Okay, so let me show you the case backs now. So this is the Explorer 1's case back. It's very simple, it's just a simple Oyster case with fluted around the edges. This is the Explorer 2's. Similar, just simple case back, fluted around the edges. Unfortunately, you can't see the movement of these watches. So I want to go ahead and describe the movements to you guys instead. So the Explorer 1 has a 3125 movement. What that means is it only keeps the hour, minute, and seconds hand. That's what the functions of that movement does. That's all it needs. So this one just has basic timekeeping, and the Explorer 2 has a 3187 GMT movement. So what that means is that GMT movement is the allowing of the date right here to be adjusted and to actually display the date. So you can see no date on Explorer 1. We also have an additional hour hand. This is what we call the GMT hand, as it's colored in orange. That lets you track another time zone, which is also a pretty neat feature. I wouldn't say it's a special feature of this watch. Let's just say it's London time right now, and London's midnight, and you want to track the time of the Philippines. All you have to do is you adjust this hand down 7 hours, because Philippines is 7 hours ahead of London. So you just adjust this orange hand down to here, and you're tracking the Philippines time zone while tracking your own time zone. Unfortunately, the Explorer 1 does not have that option, and frankly, the Explorer 1 doesn't actually have any special features to it. It's just a very basic, nice, sleek-looking watch that just keeps time. The GMT can track date, can track a different time zone, track your own time. It's pretty good if you travel around a lot. Both of these watches are COSC certified, so that means that they are keeping time with only a loss or gain of +2 -2 seconds a day. So let's talk about the bezel now. So the bezel of these watches, as you can see, I mentioned before that the Explorer 1 has this nice high polished bezel. You see, very reflective, very shiny, very nice and simple. And the Explorer 2 has just that satin finished bezel, very simple, but it also has for the GMT time checking or time zones, it has a 24-hour cycle embossed on there. So the only thing I can say about that is that if you were to actually damage or scuff up these bezels, the Explorer 1 is very easy to repair, very easy to replace. Most scuffs can be polished out very easily. Can't really say that for the Explorer 2, as let's just say you get a scratch like right here by the 16. You don't really want to polish that because you might damage the engraving of that 16. So it's a little more costly to repair this Explorer 2. Okay, so let's move on. Let's go ahead and show you these watches on wrist. See, once again, displaying that class, Oyster, safety, simple. Very nice on the wrist. Okay, let me get the next one on. Once again, safety, Oyster. Okay. One thing I would like to mention about these two watches is that because the Explorer II is so big, it might not fit under a suit cuff as well as it would as the Explorer I. As you can see, it's just the case is much slimmer, much tinier, so that slips under the cuff of a suit very nicely. And this is the Explorer II on the wrist. It's much larger, much thicker. Might get caught. Shouldn't be too much of a worry though. So here they are, side by side. Pretty good watches, pretty nice looking watches. I really like the Explorer one's like simplicity, very classy. But the Explorer 2 is just more practical, has more functions to help you track time zones and such if you're traveling around a lot. So hopefully I hope this comparison has helped you see the similarities and differences between these two watches. And these watches are both high quality Swiss watches, and in most cases it's just a matter of taste to decide which is more appealing to you. Okay, so let's just, what would you wear this, which one looks best on your wrist? You know, what would you be wearing it for? Special occasions, everyday wear? Will you be doing sports? My personal suggestion is that if you want a more simpler, lower price point, classy, everyday look watch, go with the Explorer I. It's very simple. It's very easy. I'm sure you'll get compliments for this, as it's very nice looking. If you can see that nice black dial. But if you're looking for more durable, you play a lot of sports, you run around a lot, you travel around a lot, go with the Explorer II. It's definitely a very durable, much larger watch, and it has a lot more time tracking features than the Explorer I. So, but for whatever you decide to go with, check out our website at JazTime.com. We'll have direct links to the watches in the description below. We have the lowest price guaranteed, and we offer free shipping, a 1-year warranty. And if you like the video and you want to see more, please like, comment, and subscribe. We got lots more to show you guys. And thanks for watching.